All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarasun Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to not only the Sarasun Seti YouTube page, but the General Seti YouTube page, two dynamic powerhouse institutions on YouTube, providing you the most advanced information in Black politics, education, history, heritage, culture, entertainment. Y'all already know what it is. We are not only do I want you to subscribe, I want you to click that link right down in the video description in the chat for memberships. When you click it, you'll get a video introduction rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarasun Seti General Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm. KingSeti.com online marketplace. Official General Sarasun Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. I got something for you, family. I know you're going to like and love. Get over there, check out that catalog, get a discount, shop and save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University, over 2,500 videos, 40 different subjects, all the subjects that you know and love from the general, Olmec voyages of the Nile, when Egypt ruled the earth, Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Hinduism exposed. We got all the isms, hip hop, Holocaust, Freemasonry, Black Illuminati, Black woman is God, making of the white man, too raw for YouTube. The list goes on and on. We even got the Grandmaster teachers there, all of the most exclusive, dynamic, and powerful presentations from the Grandmasters. No other website, nowhere on the planet that can compare or compete. You should join, become a member today. And everybody knows Seti popping on Patreon. BPC making noise. We never come. Exclusive live streams. Too hot to handle on YouTube, but just so damn exquisite. We keep it for our family on Patreon. Let me make sure. I just had to say, let me click. I ain't even, let me click on here. Yeah, I'm glad I clicked. Mic wasn't all the way on. That's right. Mic wasn't all the way on. It's on now. It's on now. That's right. So we got all, Patreon, over 500 exclusive live streams. We got that fire only to be seen on Patreon. I know you want it. Get on over there. Yeah, get on over there. Get that work. As soon as you show up, you got a treasure chest of knowledge that's waiting on you when you get there, family. To all those that donate to the general, I thank you. I appreciate you for the fact you appreciate me. Any of the family out there would like to donate, the link is right there in the chat. It's in the video description. Click it, donate, and I appreciate you. And I thank you ahead of time. Make sure you subscribe right now. Don't you wait. Subscribe right now to all my YouTube channels. King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up, like it, because you love it. Share it with your family and friends, and comment, comment, comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass. I had to come out here, family, because we got to put in this work. You see, we got to put in this work. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we'll talk. I'm gonna give you some my math and everything. Let's get into this work. See, the thing is, in any dynamic, you're gonna have zealots. You feel me? You're gonna have those that, in any dynamic. Everybody not gonna be on the same page. But in all this zealot, behavior from people that want to sever, our bloodline from from ancient Africa and modern Africa. But we tend to look at our greatness and identify our greatness, in the things that our people have done, not just, particularly here in the Americas, but all over the world. You see, we're global people. We're global people. You see, and though we very well, we're just like a peacock. And we have, beautiful dynamics all over the globe. And we are unique in many, many ways. And we are very similar in many, many ways. You see? And so, we have to identify the best of both of these circumstances instead of being so into our zealotism. And a zealot is somebody just off the chain. Motherfucker really don't just, he's more emotional than he is factual. You see? And so, we got this zealotism where people don't want to identify with us, which is a goddamn, which I see as a goddamn fool. Cause ain't no goddamn way I'm not gonna argue with none of these niggas at all. Nigga, you can, cause you severing any tree that severs a branch that severs itself from its root is bound to die. Okay, it's bound to die. I done seen a lot of groups come and go. And a lot of times, it be their own zealotism that, be the death of the motherfucking movement. You know what I'm saying? When they start to believe in any goddamn thing. Yeah. He ain't talking about nothing. You know what I'm saying? He ain't talking about nothing. Anytime he ready. I mean, I just got daggers. Motherfuckers can't deal with the shit I deal with. I deal, all that smoke and mirror shit. I don't got no time for that. You know what I'm saying? I got no time for that. We're gonna deal with some shit tonight. It's concrete. It's concrete. You know, we ain't got time for that. Shit, I put up any motherfucker with their eyeballs, unless they got glaucoma. Yeah, unless they got glaucoma and motherfucker can't see, then that's on them. I don't need the shit. They have to dialogue too much. You see what I'm saying? I don't dialogue, motherfucker. I drop the heavy mental right there. I visual. I come with the visual. I ain't doing no AI. I ain't doing none of that shit. You niggas is caught up in the AI world and shit. Where y'all got all this motherfucking engineered shit. Nigga, I come with the concrete original material. You feel me? Visuals and shit. Give you the motherfucking number where you can go look the shit, take your ass on over there and see it for yourself. A lot of these niggas are too AI-ish. You see what I'm saying? The thing is, you could be a foundational Black American and still be connected to your African lineage. There's no reason for motherfuckers to sever themselves from their bloodline, and shit like that. That's bullshit. Motherfuckers in a state of confusion. You don't have to do that. You can have all of the benefits of being a foundational Black American and still be connected to your African lineage. It's nothing because they act like connected because you connected to your African lineage, you lose any benefits of being a foundational Black American. That's some bullshit. I see a lot of what they call scope, where you just take a particular group and you blow them motherfuckers up, you know, and you assume, and it don't make no difference what a motherfucker say. That don't change the fact that our manifestation in our ancient heritage is clear. You know, it's clear. Now, what I'm gonna talk about, and we gonna and I got 3 videos set up, and so we're gonna touch some things. And so when we talk about an ethnogenesis, let's talk about an ethnogenesis. And even when you talk about ancient Egypt was an ethnogenesis. But that don't mean every fucking thing that within the ethnogenesis, you are the originator of it. You take things and you blend it in a way where it's uniquely your blend. But the elements in which you blend together are not necessarily a creation, particularly of your own hands. Okay, it don't make no difference whether we are ethno, and we are ethnogenesis. Yeah, there are all. It's a many things that are unique to us. But see that 365-day calendar that you using today, foundational Black Americans, the ancient Egyptians created that 365. Our ancestors from ancient Egypt created, and then it was created even before ancient Egypt. You see, it didn't just start with Egypt, but it became visible, uniquely visible where you could see it on the walls. So even though you had an ethnogenesis, that 365-day calendar was here long before your ethnogenesis. And it was created with an exact science. You see, it's an exact science that can't even be where it can't even be advanced because it didn't reach its perfection. It's perfect, literally perfect. So you can't even advance the science because it didn't reach the perfection. And a quarter. Yeah, that's right. 365 and a quarter. That's right. And so every 4 years, you got to, but the Egyptians had some for that too. They had some for that too. But so we have to understand that, we still connected to our ancient people. There ain't no damn doubt about it. And I'm gonna prove to you that the ancient Egyptians, the Nubians, the Nile Valley Africans, man, were coming over here, man, documented as late as at least 1,000 BC or even after that. It's a fact. You see, y'all niggas acting like it's some goddamn wall in the goddamn ocean that's stopping people from going back. See, that's what's wrong with y'all. The global Kushite empire was across the world. You see, it was across the world. So when you look into India, you look into Mesopotamia, and they were all ethnogenic to a certain extent, to where when you go into one, they had their unique design. When you go into the Hindu Kush, see, they temples was, the ornament style of their temples, where how they carve on the outside with them, the carvings and shit. And the Egyptians carved in the walls, but the Hindu Kush more 3D, coming out of the temple. You see what I'm saying? And so it was unique, but the design of the temple, see, this is the shit that I'm talking about. Niggas is talking bullshit. When I go to the blueprint of the temple, you see the oblong, the rectangle, the pyramids, and the oblong and the colonnades and the hypostyle halls that was connected to all the temples were uniquely the same. You see, so that show you that they had a mother culture that fed, Mesopotamia. You see, the Kushites in Mesopotamia, Sumer, Elam. You see, Babylonia, Assyria. Then you had what they call Canaan, Phoenicia, which later became what they call Israel, later. But it was originally Canaan, Phoenicia, you see, and uniquely, same language, alphabetical letters. See, even today, when you talk about English and shit, and you look at the language, the alphabet come from the ancient Egyptian alphabet. That's just all it is to it. You see, just like Walter Williams said, you ain't created nothing. When you look at the alphabet, coming out of the hieratic, the Demotic of ancient Egypt, went into the Phoenician. The Phoenician took it into the Mediterranean, the Greek. the Etruscans, which gave the Romans, they alphabet, the Latin, and that's what you own today. So whether you have the ethnogenesis or not, that don't change the fact that this English alphabet that you own is traced back to ancient Egypt. Okay, so so you know, so no matter what you say, what you using today, so much of it is from our mother culture that came up out of the Nile, you see, and all other aspects of Africa, and all other aspects of Africa also. But what I'm showing people, you know, in dynamics, and I'm gonna show you some visuals in a minute. But you know, the thing that's so unique, see, culture, you know, you got to understand these ideals. When you think about Egypt and Timbuktu, when you think about Egypt and Timbuktu, what's so unique about Egypt and Timbuktu is the manuscripts. You see, nowhere else in the world do you have cultures that just, you know, that was highly revered for the production of manuscripts, and it's still here. See, that's something that's unique between Egypt. See, when you go into the ancient world, people can talk about all these books, but they don't have them. You see, you don't have them. Even here, I don't care. You know, our peoples was here. We love our people. We not lying. There's a whole lot of African cultures that don't have literature. So I mean, just take it for what it is. I just don't want, you know, I'm not going, you know, I don't want, apps. I can't let you have an absent excuse today. You know, either you got it or you don't. You know how the teacher, you know, when they get ready to call for your homework, either you got it or you don't. Don't go look. You know how motherfuckers go looking in their book bag, you know, and don't motherfucker, you know you ain't got it. You know you ain't got it. Don't go to looking for it and shit and pretending like you ain't got it. So when you look at the two great civilizations in the ancient world that produce literature, Egypt and Timbuktu, see, that's where we come in. Because in Black America, we have produced more literature, books. You feel me? And they still here. So we are, you know, Black Americans are ranked with Timbuktu, and this is facts. But Seti bringing this to you because nobody else is bringing it to you like that. You are unique because you are the third great Black civilization in the world history that has produced so much literature and is still here. You see what I'm saying? So when you look at, and I believe we have surpassed Timbuktu. You see, because Timbuktu produced, you know, had a library close to 1,000,000 scrolls, but we have passed Black. Just think about it. How many books have Black Americans produced? You know, since we've been here, you can just look it up. And you know, you can go to the Smithsonian library and see, you know, what we've produced. We produce millions of scrolls. We have produced millions of books, and so we are ranked with Egypt, Timbuktu, and Black America. No other two cultures have produced so much literature. We got books, you know, whether it's fiction, nonfiction, whatever it is. We got that. You see what I'm saying? And so the thing is that, and we're gonna show you some visuals that the Olmecs, and you know, I'm hearing a whole lot of scholars out there, and I was giving motherfuckers more credit than I should have, because I really didn't hear what I thought I heard, or what I, you know, that I would later realize that they really teach, which is some bullshit. You see, people's is talking about ancient, the Olmecs was not from ancient Egypt. That's a goddamn lie. Whoever's teaching that bullshit need to go somewhere and sit down. That's bullshit. Nigga, you don't deserve, and I hate to run into because I be trying to chill. I don't be trying to end nobody's career. I don't be trying to end nobody's career like that. You know what I'm saying? But anybody that can say that the culture of the Olmecs was not from the Nile Valley, nigga, what kind of scholar is you? You ain't no damn scholar. You know what I'm saying? You ain't no goddamn scholar. You a fraud. Nobody in their right mind would believe no shit like that. There's scholars all over the goddamn world we talking about masterful scholars that then laid out the mathematics. I myself have seen it with my own eyes. I would never let no nigga talk. No, man, niggas will make up anything. They were directly from the Nile. They wasn't just they were directly from the Nile. And we're gonna deal with that, And so that's where the lineage is. Because the Olmecs possess not, is I can name 100 technologies that I can name 100 technologies that the Olmecs possess that come directly up out of the Nile. It would be no other that and they were so advanced when the Olmecs, especially when they first came over here. We're gonna deal with that when they first came over here, because when you look at the heads, and we're gonna show that when they first got here, that they had no development. Now, there's gonna always be a development stage. Like when you go and look at the pyramids in Egypt, you see they start with the mastaba, which is a single story structure, a tomb. And then Imhotep begins to stack the mastabas. And so he had the multi-layer mastaba, multi-level mastaba, you see, which people call a pyramid, but it's technically not a pyramid. This is something General Seti is also teaching you. You don't hear that from nobody else. And the reason why I do that, because a lot of people tend to say shit is pyramids and they're not pyramids. I want you to be exact. And when you exact in your teachings, shit fall to the wayside. It's in your best interest to do that. Mounds are not pyramids. Okay? They're not pyramids. If you go into geometry, you will see that a pyramid, a triangle, is how many sides? Is it four sides? I believe it's four sides. But from the base, wait a minute, let me look it up. Let me do this. A triangle. I'm gonna get the definition. Three sides. A triangle is a polygon with three corners, three sides, and three internal angles. The sum to 180 degrees. Okay, what is a pyramid? Okay, let me get that, because that's a triangle. What is a pyramid? Here you go. Listen to me. A pyramid, a monumental structure with a square or triangular base. Okay. and sloping sides that meet to a point at the top. Okay? Okay? That meet in a point at the top. The sides, I believe, are smooth. If I'm not if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Okay, but I'll get into that. I don't want to get into it too much. So four. That's right. Four walls. That's right. Yeah. Well, nevertheless, it's not to say that a mound, we know that mounds are also spiritual. They got mounds in Africa too. But you talking about the development of that science. You talking about the development of that science. The only place where you find the true pyramid is in Africa. That's the only place that you find the true pyramid. There are no pyramids other than Africa. Okay? Let's be clear about that. And we talking about masonry. We talking about stones where you didn't cut and you have to put a square on the stone and make sure that the stone is square. You don't need that for a mound. The tools of masonry are not for mounds. Okay, so when you talk about masonry, you talking about the brotherhood, you talking about stone. Okay, that means that the science is developed. The mound is the ancient beginning of that science, but they're going up in degrees and levels. So when you talk about the true pyramid, you talking about uh, uh, what is it called? Self-standing structures, and we're gonna uh, there you go, right there. And it must have heard me because it came right up too when I said that. Freestand, well, it's called freestanding structures. See, freestanding structures. And when you go into the ancient world, now you got all type of free, that means it can stand on its own. That it cannot be supported by anything, And so when you go into to the Americas, those are our people. Nevertheless, a lot of those pyramids in America got stone, got mud, got dirt and shit up under it. It got a mound up under it. You see, in Egypt, ain't no mounds under them pyramids. Them pyramids are freestanding structures. So when you go look up the ancient you will never see pyramids from no other place in the world other than Africa. And see, we dealing with an exact science right there. You see, you're dealing with an exact science. It's so much in the modern world that come out of Egypt. So I don't give a fuck if you have an ethnogenesis or not. That don't mean everything that's within that. I mean, you taking from different, you know, uh, elements from different aspects of culture, and you blending it together to make your own. But the ingredients could come from anywhere. You see, you got to deal with that. We got to deal with that. And so, the fact, and we're gonna deal with, we're gonna move forward. I got some more. If you're on here right now, family, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, because y'all need to hear this, man. And like I said, I want to be clear. You can still enjoy all the benefits of foundational Black Americans and still be connected with Africa, your ancient Africa and your modern African history. You see, you don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't let nobody tell you that just because you identify and connect, and that don't mean you have to accept everything that a nigga is talking about from Africa, neither. That don't mean that neither. Because it's a lot of niggas over here I done cut off. You mean to tell me y'all don't understand that simple shit? Just because you don't mean you gotta identify with everything a nigga say. That don't mean that. And that go for over here too. It's a lot of niggas you need to cut off over here, over there, and everywhere else. It's gonna always be the necessity to cut some niggas off that ain't saying shit. So just because you blow, I mean, you could put, I mean, shit, there's a whole lot of niggas need to be put on blast over here. So that's what we talking about today, family. We are a flowing river, a river that's flowing. You know, the black Cushite river that's flowing. You know why? When water flow, it don't get stagnated. You see, when water gets stagnated, it get to stinking and shit. You see what I'm saying? It get to stinking and all type of shit. It don't. But when you got running water, it's fresh. You see what I'm saying? It's always fresh ideas. You see what I'm saying? That's coming down the river. And so understand that the Black Kushite Empire is a flowing river. It's not a stagnated lake, you know, that's isolated and shit. You know what I'm saying? And even lakes got to have some form of water coming in and shit. And so what's happening when you sever yourself and you become this island, and like I say, you can still enjoy all of foundational Black America and still possess these ideals. See, and that's where you have to grow. You can't cut yourself off. You understand, from your own ancient legacy, you know, because we're gonna talk some shit. I got daggers for motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You can talk that talk, nigga. But when this science come, I got just, you know, it's certain questions. I got about 2 or 3 questions that's gonna stop motherfuckers in their tracks. You know, they ain't gonna be able to, there's no way you can go past them when I ask these questions. And so it's gonna show you, you know, and we're gonna deal with that in the next video. We're gonna move forward. I'm gonna show you some visuals, but I'm just warming up right now. Hit the subscribe button right now. Go over to the next page, do the same thing, like it, and come right back. Cause I'm ready to go to work now. I'm gonna feed you tonight. If you're coming to get fed, you're gonna get fed. So come right, Black family. This is General Cyrus Soon saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge, bang on that wicked ass beats daily liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.